Yo, welcome to Hate It and Love It. I am your host for today, Jeremiah the Revelist. And yes, this is a new year, new look, trying something new. Today, I'm going to be reviewing Scream. So Scream is the fifth installment of the Scream franchise. And it's a little bit different. It does have your original characters coming back, but they're more of the supporting role. You know, you got Neve Campbell coming back as Sidney Prescott. You got Courtney Cox coming back as Gale Weathers. And then you got, David Arquette coming back as Dewey. And they're more of a supporting role in this movie. This time, the killer's after somebody else. And there's another mystery to be unraveled. So what did I think about this movie? I thought this movie was good. What makes all these Scream movies, what they makes them work is how self-aware they are. Because, in the first movie, these movies are based off, more reality. It's grounded. So it's based off reality. It's based off the times of now. So, you got your first one, the killer's always copying, the killers from other horror movies. Like, Halloween, Friday the 13th. The killer is more self-aware of all these things, and he knows all the rules of how to survive a horror movie. So he tries to use those to his advantage. But if people know the rules of how to survive a horror movie, then we got the challenge, and then we got the confliction. But that's what made these movies work. Like the first one, you got your first look at who the characters are, what the story is, who the killer is. And the sequel is the sequel is they always try to outdo better than the first one, and they always by the sequel rules, like more kills, more body count. The killer could be this, the killer could be that. And then when you go on to the trilogy, all bets are off. The rules go, the main character may die. Everybody in the main circle may die. The killer comes back, but is all about going back to the original. Past events may bite you in the ass, so to say. And then you have, then you had the fourth one. The fourth movie was more like how to outdo the original. It was more based on the rules of the remake. And now this movie is more based off the rules of, how you got your Halloween, you had Terminator, how they go back and it's a sequel to the original, and it kind of ignores all the sequels. So they play the rules of that in this movie, and that's what makes this movie work. I think if, the horror genre did not change, I think this movie couldn't work. So that's what makes these Scream movies work, because of the changing of the time, the passing of the time, and the passing of how genres change in the horror industry and also in the movie industry. But what I like about this movie is, you got brand new characters. Now it's different. The kill scenes are a lot more gorier, a lot more crazier. It's a lot more personal. You get the feel of okay, do our supporting cast, our original cast in the movie are gonna die. I mean, all bets are off in this film, And I like the new characters. The new characters cool, especially this one girl, which she reminds you of the Randy character in the original Scream. How he knows all the rules. Same with her. She knows all the rules of each and every horror genre. She's the horror movie expert. And it's cool how she always tells everybody, hey, don't do this, because if you do this, you will die. Just like how Randy does it. But she does it in a more cooler and slicker way, which I really enjoyed. Especially the main character. The killers in this are a lot more crazier in this than the original. And the funny thing is, this is based more off, it goes back to the original. So Billy Loomis, the original killer, is a big thing in this film. So it was really good, especially with bringing back Neve Campbell, Sidney Prescott, It was cool. The only thing is, I wish she was in the movie more. I wish, you got Gail more, Dewey, and more. But I guess because now they're trying to make it like this is a whole new genre. This is a whole new franchise. This is based off these characters. And the old characters are more of a supporting role. So, I mean, I still wish, Sydney was in the movie more and all that stuff. But still, the way they wove it, the way they did it was really good. And I gotta say, like, the pacing in this was really good. Like I said, the kill scenes were good. Like, this whole thing was actually a really good movie. I actually liked it better than the last Scream film. This movie was like a really solid plus. I advise to check it out because the movie was great. So, what do I rate this movie? Is it a love? Is it a hate? Or is it something in between? I gotta give it on the real for real. That's right, I give it on the real for real. Like I said, it is a good movie. I love the story. I like how they interwove the original characters in it. I like, the kills. The kills were a lot gorier, a lot more crazier. And one thing I gotta say about the film is, yes, I kind of figured out who the killer was, but the way they did it, they almost stumped me. They almost stumped me, but they didn't this time. But either way, I think it was good. I highly advise you to check out the film. So, like, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of Scream. Is it one of your favorite Scream movies? Or is it still like, is your bottom tier? Let me know. And guess what? I'll see you when I see you. Peace.